Welcome back. Listen Up is exploring the enduring popularity of the Bible, which recently surpassed Justin Bieber's fan page in terms of engagement on Facebook. That won't be a surprise to Dr. Eugene Peterson, who modernized the Bible into American street language and saw it sell over 11 million copies. Well, help us understand, what is a Bible?
Well, the word actually means book. It's biblos. And that's all it is a book. They didn't start with a Bible. They started with worship. They started with stories, started with prayers. And then people would come forth who were really good at this, good storytellers, good poets. And these things were written, and the people found that this was not just a book, not just writing like anything else, but there was something, they detected some, Spirit of God, spirit, aliveness. And they started collecting them, and gradually we got what we have now.
And is it the voice of God? Are these the words of God?
Not exactly. I don't think God speaks in Greek or Hebrew or English. These are words which God uses in order to get His word, His salvation revealed to us. It's revelation is what it is.
Our next guest says the Bible is the key that unlocked the Western mind. Joining us from Redlands, California, is philosopher Vishal Mangalwadi. Is this why you're saying the Bible created the modern world of science and learning?
The science came later, technology came first, and technology came out of biblical theology in some Roman Catholic monasteries. Science came in Roman Catholic universities. The philosophy of science was laid in 13th, 14th centuries. And then scientific revolution happened after the Protestant Reformation in 16th, 17th century. So yes, the Bible created not only the seeds, but science was a fruit, university was a fruit, medical achievements of the West were fruit, democracy, capitalism, strong family as monogamy, strong women, strong children. These were fruits of the seeds of the Bible.
Vishal, how do you prove the Bible is not the product of human minds?
If you read the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, none of the writers are claiming that they were doing automatic writing or some angel came to them and gave them this information. Matthew, Mark, and John want you to believe because they are witnesses. They saw these things. Luke cross-examined eyewitnesses and wrote a first-hand systematic account. This is a very human way of writing.
So why then is it referred to as the Word of God?
Well, exactly as the words of the President of America can be written by his research assistant and script writers, is it still the word of the President of America? If man can use other people to write his word, the point is, can God communicate? Can natural be supernatural? Can words of men be the word of God?
You bank heavily that Jesus Christ is proof of the Bible being God's words. How do you prove Jesus is real?
Well, how do you prove Gandhi existed or Abraham Lincoln existed? What does proof mean? If proof means that a number of eyewitnesses talk about it and you can cross-examine them, that's exactly what the New Testament is. Gospels are not private truth, but what the gospel writers are saying, that their description of Jesus, his life, his death, his resurrection, his ascension, these things didn't happen in a corner. They happened publicly. The gospel is a public truth.
And what do we lose if we don't read it?
We lose everything, including all interest in all the great intellectual, artistic works of Western civilization. Nobody is going to read great books of Western civilization if they are only ideas of fallible human beings which will be rejected by the next scientist and next artist and next philosopher anyway. So why should anybody waste time reading great books of the West if I don't have the overview.
Dr. Vishal Mangalwadi, thank you for being with Listen Up.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We've got a traditional Bible here and the new Humanist Bible. Which one appeals to you more?
I would go with the original.
And why is that?
Just, I don't know, the authenticity of it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, because I don't know what you got here.
The Holy Bible, depending which version of it you have in your possession.
Not on my list of books to read, I'm afraid.
Obviously, that one.
That one, and why is that?
Old school Catholic.
It's just a good book to read. I enjoy reading it.
We'll be back with the riveting story of how the Bible cost a man his life. His daughter will tell us how that affected her, but first, here's Eugene Peterson again with his advice on how to read a Bible.
The Bible is a story. Now, some people say, well, it's a lot of things. It's poetry, it's sermons, it's genealogies, it's proverbs. No, it's a story. Now, Jesus is the story complete. I tell people, don't study the Bible. Read it. Read it like you're reading a letter. Read it like you're reading a novel. Let the truth of the book shape your life. But don't ask too many questions. You're not looking for information. You're looking for a relationship.